we have the episode 8 of Tea Time with Sri Lanka. So, His Excellency Admiral Professor Jayanath Colombage came to Indonesia, came to Jakarta in the end of January 2023 and presented his credential to the President of Indonesia, President Joko Widodo, on 20 February 2023. And then it's followed up by he presented the credential to the ASEAN Secretary General on 26th of July 2023. So, His Excellency, as we know that Indonesia and Sri Lanka are both island nations, and we are very aware of what we call blue economy. Would you kindly explain us what is blue economy?
Aribuan Nurul, it's great to be with you on the first program of our YouTube channel, and you have selected a very appropriate, very deserving topic as the first topic, that is the blue economy. Nurul, before I actually give you an explanation about blue economy, let me ask you some question. Would you agree that if I say the population of the world is increasing every year?
It is increasing.
It is increasing. Last year, the world reached 8 billion people. And at the same time, the land area of the planet Earth or the countries is slowly decreasing.
Oh.
Yes, because the ocean is rising gradually and the erosion is taking place. So therefore, the land area is gradually decreasing. Now, when the population is increasing and the land area is decreasing, what will happen to the resources on land? That is the question number one we need to answer. Resources on the land is gradually depleting, but we need more. We need more energy, we need more minerals, we need more protein, we need more food. So there is a mismatch here. Population is increasing, land resources are depleting, and the demand for resources increasing. Now, what is the next frontier for the people to find answers for their future? That is the ocean, right? That is the ocean. Now, at the same time, we also know ocean absorb 40% of carbon dioxide we human produce. We know too much of carbon dioxide in air, we can't live. And ocean produce 50% of oxygen we breathe. It's not the trees, of course trees give us oxygen, but the ocean produce 50% of the oxygen we breathe. And not only that, ocean is the biggest air conditioner for the world. Why? Because 90% of the sun's radiation, sun's heat is absorbed by the very ocean that we keep talking about. However, unfortunately, we keep destroying our ocean. Unfortunately, because the people keep adding plastic pollution, adding toxic waste, adding industrial waste.
Right.
So we keep destroying our very ocean that our human life depends on. Now, how do you strike a balance with the rising population, rising demand for resources, and the health of the ocean? So therefore, in a very simple term, I would like to call the blue economy the ocean wealth and ocean health. Well, it's not a good definition, but I like to call it in a very simple term, ocean wealth and ocean health. We need the wealth from the ocean, but at the same time, we need to be really focused on the health of ocean.
Right.
But if you look at the definition for blue economy, we can say in another simple term, sustainable exploitation of ocean resources. Sustainable exploitation of ocean resources. It may be coastal ecosystem, marine ecosystem, ocean transportation, ocean energy resources, all that we need to do, but in a sustainable manner so that this very important ocean environment we are not destroying and we are allowing it to regenerate itself.
Yes.
we are allowing it to regenerate itself. So therefore, I think the blue ocean, if I want to give you a very scientific definition, I can say sustainable ocean-based economic model that is largely dependent on coastal, marine ecosystem, sea routes and resources. So this is the explanation I can give for blue economy.
So, sir, that the blue economy, of course, it is matters for our tomorrow, for the future human being. So, what can we do?
Well, you are right. Number one, we need to understand the importance of the ocean. I think the humankind, we do not understand the value of the ocean for our survival, for our life. So that is, I think, number one. Unless you understand something, it is difficult for you to give a value to it. It is difficult for you to make action to protect it. So the number one is that we need to be aware. We need to be aware of the value of ocean. And then the second thing is that we need to understand what is good for the ocean. What should we do to protect this most valuable ocean space? So these are the two things that we need to focus. Number one, understand the value of ocean, and then understand what need to be done to maintain this value. Number three, we need to understand what is good for the people who are living either on the coastal areas, living at sea, working at sea, what is good for them. And then how do we strengthen various services, whether it is shipping, coastal tourism, fishing, oceans, seabed exploration. How do we do these kind of activities at sea without destroying the ocean environment? So these are the four areas that I would like to tell you what should we do immediately. Right? Number one is, I explained that we need to understand what is this ocean, and then of course there are many things we can do. Right? One thing is shipping is the main contributor to ocean pollution and to the environmental pollution. So we need to carry out more research and development, more activities to prevent the world is getting more and more polluted by shipping. So energy that we use to move shipping or ships from A to B, we have to be very mindful. Another very important thing is plastic dumping into the ocean.
Right.
The world, the population dump at least 8 million metric tons of plastic every year. And this plastic is there in the ocean, some even for 400 years. And then it doesn't go away. It breaks into what we call microplastic, then further break into nanoplastic. The fish eat it. And when we eat the fish, we eat plastic back. So whatever the bad things we do to the ocean, it comes back to us. So this is what we need to remember and remind ourselves. There are many other things. I think we need another series to talk about that. So these are two key important areas what we need to do to protect the health of the ocean in order to derive the wealth of the ocean for the betterment of the humankind.
Okay, thank you very much for your remarkable explanation, Your Excellency, Admiral Professor Jayanath Colombage. And guys, actually on 25th of August, we had a special event that we call Sahabat Sri Lanka program. And His Excellency Admiral Professor Jayanath Colombage has also explained and have a discussions with the students from across university in Indonesia, across Indonesia. And it was a great discussion because we had a lot of discussion, we had a lot of things to do regarding blue economy and how to protect the ocean. As we listen to His Excellency today, that the ocean is matters and it is our responsible to make the future of the ocean better for the humankind. So, Your Excellency, thank you very much for joining with me today. And don't forget that stay tuned to our YouTube channel because we will have several programs. We will have several episodes on blue economy special for you. So it will help us to understand more and how to raise our awareness on economy and blue economy and the ocean. So thank you very much, Your Excellency, for coming. Thank you very much for joining me, everybody. Ayubowan.
Ayubowan, thank you.
Ayubowan.